Palma. Oh,
man.
that's unfair, man. Palma, 7 points in the game.
To Del Puentes.
Oh, wow.
Ilagan takes the shot and knocks it down. Malonia is open. 3-pointer.
Oh, my goodness.
Isang jumper by Robin Celis. Caballero has tied. Just posterized by
Ito ang Liga About Filipino. This is the Marikina Pilipinas Basketball League, and we are back at the Paco Arena in the city of Manila. 3 more games on tap para sa inyong MPBL Season 7. The Marikina Shoe Masters just trying to end the season on a positive note, and they will take on an Ilagan Isabela team that is trying to find its form heading into the more important games, particularly in the play-in. AJ Miranda and Art De La Cruz, the leaders of this team, trying to turn things around as they head into the tail end of their season. Yan po ating mga laban ngayon. Muntinlupa takes on Basilan in the 6 p.m. game, and mamaya it's the Pampanga Giant Lanterns trying to bounce back against the Parañaque Patriots. Magandang hapon mga kaliga, si Dav Tupas kasama si Coach Mike Perez. Mika Abisamis will be joining us later on. Magandang hapon sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube and on pusop.com. We are also live on Solar Sports every Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So 3 more games on tap, Coach Mike. Particularly itong Ilagan Isabela 5-star Cowboys under the microscope at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much. And forgettable yung last game nila. You gotta bounce back from that. Lalo na you wanna be really good heading into the playoffs.
Oo, tingnan muna natin ang mga nangyari kagabi. Doon tayo sa Binyan, Alonte Sports Arena. Ang mga laban natin, and everything was a rout until the last game. Bacolod, putting up a semblance of a fight in the final frame, pero Binyan pa rin nanalo dyan. Quezon continuing its winning streak. Pangasinan naman also continuing its winning ways against Manila.
No, kaya naman pag Bacolod ang kalaban mo, kahit na yung mga natitirang laban nila, hindi ka nakakasigurado because those guys really compete every time they take on the floor.
Let's see the team standings right at this moment. And Quezon, pretty much has locked up the number 1 seed in the South Division. It's still a toss-up between Batangas, Rizal. Zamboanga still in there. Jensan and Basilan, Binyan, Mindoro, all very close right now in the play-in position as well. Muntinlupa and Cebu, nandun sila, lumalaban, still trying to hang on to their respective positions. Davao also knocking on the door at that number 11 spot.
Well, I feel lalo na para dito sa Basilan, you want to avoid the number 7 spot. Try to stay at the very least at number 6. So napakahalaga mapanalo na yung mga remaining games na. Samantalang nito Muntinlupa, man, that slide is really bringing them down in the standings.
North Division naman ang titingnan natin. Pampanga right now at number 7. So as it stands, they will host a play-in game. Pero itong Ilagan, hindi na sila gagalaw dito, regardless of the results. But they do want to play better and play the right way as they prepare for a much bigger battle against Caloocan on number 5 next week. Mga kalaban nila ng Caloocan, Coach Mike.
Yes. And ang Pampanga, actually, kahit number 7 siya ngayon, they got a good chance to get to either number 4 and number 5 depending on how they perform in the remaining games.
Well, Marikina, it has not been the season that they wanted. A lot of losses, but there are a few bright spots, including this player right here, Jay Yutok, has really been a revelation this season. Isa sa mga magandang pinapakita dito para sa Marikina. 14 points ang kanyang average for the season. Had 22 against the Tropang Pasig, 16 in the second half.
And itong si Jay Yutok, yung napakaganda ng performance niya doon. He got 16 points in the second half, so 9 of 9 free throw shooting to go with the 4 rebounds. He is one of the 2 very consistent scorers para dito sa Marikina. The other one, of course, being Deo Tema, but Jay Yutok pretty much has given them this lead on the scoring side.
On the other side, Art De La Cruz is the all-star, the acknowledged leader of this Ilagan Isabela team, and a lot is expected from him. He may produce the numbers, 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists in the last game, but Art is worth more than that to this team because you need him for his leadership. And we saw the body language and you know, pretty much the morale of this team in the loss to Pasig. It was really, really bad.
Agree. And pretty much when you talk about Art de la Cruz, where he goes is primarily where Ilagan goes. And that 6 of 19 shooting only, what, 31% from the field? You got to be better than that if you're Art de la Cruz.
So, you know, it is time. It is gut check time para dito sa Ilagan Isabela. Will they end their losing streak today against Marikina? Malalaman natin yan. Miguel Pere with the starters.
Season 7. Let's meet the starters. First, for Marikina, Shoemasters. Starting at guard, number 77, Jetro Escoto. Also at guard, number 2, Ace Chamzon. Center, number 4, Carl Peñano. Forward, number 34, Jacob Ubaldo. And the other forward, number 3, J.A. Yutuk. The head coach for the Shoemasters is Angelo Nebres. Assistant coaches Joseph Ochada, John Paul Basilan, Fernando Bunyag, and Rain Mendoza. Assistant team managers AJC and Monroe Quezon. Team manager is Dr. Rianji Pio Quinto. Here comes the starting 5 for Ilagan Isabela, 5-star Cowboys. Starting at guard, number 11, Don Gumaru. Also at guard, number 4, Ajem Miranda. Starting at center, number 15, Alan Santos. Power forward, number 18, Art de la Cruz. And a small forward, number 42, Dennis Santos. The head coach for the Cowboys is Louis Gonzalez. Assistant coaches, Mixon Ramos, Eric De La Cuesta, Hans Robles, Alex Calweng, and Edna Tacorda. Coaching consultant is Glenn Capasio. Team managers, Vice Mayor Dave Diaz, Board member AJ Diaz and Georgie Fournier. Team governors Ricky Lagui and Joey Fournier.
Our starters here for Marikina, Jetro Escoto, Ace Chamson, Carl Peñano, and Jacob Obaldo together with Jay Yutok. Don Gumaro, AJ Miranda sa backcourt for Ilagan Isabela, Alan Santos, Art de la Cruz, and Denny Santos on the front court for the Cowboys, the 5-star Cowboys rather. Our officials are Alan Manzano, Jake Mabandos, Edwin Bubos, and Leonardo Layosa. They're just about ready for tip-off here. Sabi ko kay referee Alan Manzano, pag nakakasolve ng problema yung smile niya, wala na sanang problema ang mundo.
Kasi iba yung smile eh, no?
Iba yung smile.
Iba yung smile eh.
Ni Alan Manzano. The jumper from Art, tip-in, galing kay Dennis Santos, first basket of the ball game.
Well, this is one aspect really that the 5-star Cowboys would really need to show up today. More aggression, a lot of intentional movement, and really good body language para sa kanila.
Yutok has it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jamson pulls up. Well defended. Alan Santos with a rebound. They have to play man, I think. No, may konting galit. Yun yung hinahanap ko dito from Ilagan Isabela as AJ Miranda scores on the runner.
Yes, pretty much. Yung gigil ba? That little edginess that you bring to your game. Yan ang kailangan natin makita para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys.
Well, losing to Nueva Ecija, losing to Abra, and you know, the people will say it is expected, but the manner at which they lost, and even the manner at which they lost to Pasig, I think that was really alarming.
Agree. On a 3-game losing streak, 1-4 in the last 5 games, having won only against the struggling Muntinlupa team. And really, when you look at the matchups, remember, pinaplot natin yung mga schedules. We were thinking na advantage sila pagdating sa Pasig, but Pasig really brought the fight to them in that second half.
Yeah, the thing is, I think that was the right word there, fight. You know, the fight for Ilagan was gone in that fourth quarter. You know, they led by 17 in that ball game. Here's AJ Miranda. Fires a pass to Don Gomaro, wide open si Don. And look at all the white shirts there ganging up on Kuya A, Alan Santos.
But you do know it's always going to be playing with a lot of, you know, compete in you. Ang importante para dito sa Cowboys, and having that ping in their passes and sharpness in their movements.
That's a basket para kay Art de la Cruz off the feed from AJ Miranda. 6-0 here.
In the last game that the Cowboys played, they played very bad for the last 2 quarters. Now you want to start the quarter strong para dito and play with that intent to really, bring it on para dito against these Marikina Shoemasters.
Escoto wards off Gumaro. And Escoto gets the first basket for Marikina.
I see the energy right here being brought by the 5-star Cowboys. And that's one of the reasons for their very dismal performance, in my opinion. 3-point shooting has really gone down.
And that was their main weapon in the last few games, no? Yung kanilang winning streak.
I see this move right here by Escoto getting past the defense of Gumaro. Gumaro opened his hit and allowed that lane to open up.
Obaldo able to score. Santos to Gumaro. Here's Miranda.
Oh, you gotta take that.
They'll shoot the 3. They're missing from beyond the arc. I don't mind that. They were all good shots.
Agree.
Puro halos libre yung mga tiran. Itong Ilagan.
And that's what really has brought them their success early in the season. I mean, they were shooting 31% from 3 previously. As you see a basket by Carpeñano, but man, these last 6 games, they're shooting only 21% from 3, and that's not acceptable if you're the Cowboys.
They're tied at 6 apiece here. Nakabalik na yung Marikina dito after that slow start. Art de la Cruz against Obaldo. Inside, Art. That jump hook doesn't work. Obaldo secures the rebound. I like that they are being very, very intentional here in the first few exchanges ng ating laro. I don't mind the misses. They just have to get that body language and really that movement on track.
O, tsaka para masustain rin yung maganda yung communication nila ngayon is just making shots ang nagiging challenge sa kanila. And so you like the communication, now you gotta convert that on the floor and see some results. Another missed right there by Dennis.
And that's probably the worst shot that they've taken here in the first period.
Yes, I do agree. Pretty much challenged. You got to find another open teammate that's least guarded and make him make the next decision.
Camson to Yutok. That's a corner 3. And a whistle going against Dondon Gumaro. TH Tumalip will come in. 3-point shot is brought to him. Extreme one-stop shop appliances.
Well, initially, Dondon Gumaro went under that screen. Secondary, that screen got hit. And that's just the space na kailangan nito ni Escoto para ma-make yung 3. And so far, my opinion, Jetro's winning this matchup against Gumaro.
And this is a pretty good 5 here for Ilagan. Santos with a steal. Here's A.J. Miranda, the rip. And tinamaan si Escoto. Was trying to get in the way.
Yeah, and I like that he stayed on that right side finish instead of going the other opposite way. And really allowed him that better leverage for that shot.
One guy who's been struggling as well is TH Tumalip. After a really good start here for Ilagan, all of a sudden he's gone cold.
Agreed. The shooting has not been so good. He, for the most part, has been shooting roughly about 30% from the field, and you can't allow that. Scoring is one of those reasons why you brought in TH Tumalip, aside from the defense, of course.
1 of 2 para dito kay AJ Miranda. It's 9-7. Marikina ahead. 9-1 run so far here. Art de la Cruz lets Obaldo go. Piñano traveled. They were lucky there.
Yes, I do agree. Art de la Cruz was over-aggressive right on the half court. You know Obaldo's not gonna hurt you from there. You gotta give him a little space so that if he goes down here, naunahan mo siya. Thankfully, hindi nakabasket ang Marikina doon.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Tumalip. Miranda. Santos pulls up. Got it. Jumper para kay Dennis Santos.
Might be one of the better looking sets so far executed by the 5-star Cowboys here in the first quarter.
Tiamson, 10 seconds to work with. There's a switch here. Escoto. No good on the 3. Gagawan sa rebound. Nakuha ni Tumalip. TH surveys his options. Here's Ajem. Ajem is fouled.
Well, Ajem really trying to attack that middle lane as well. Someone got in the way. He was also trying to relocate, finding a relocating TH Tumalip down the corner.
Now, Ilagan had 3 players drafted in Dave Ando, Sean Quitevis, and Gab Gomez, and they are really huge losses if they don't come back here.
I do agree. These guys definitely you're gonna need as part of the primary rotation of Coach Louie here for the 5-star Cowboys. You see this drive right here by AJ Mirani, but good offensive rebound and nothing else to do if you're Dennis but to put it back in.
And Dennis Santos with 6 points here. Early goings. 3:42 remaining in the first period. Timeout on Marikina. The 5-star Cowboys, we've been talking about this game, Coach Mike, the loss to Pasig, and this was a double whammy because it was not just the result that was the problem here, but the performance as well.
I do agree. They did not, in my opinion, see that performance based on their potential. I mean, shooting just 31% from the field in a game that you could have, led all throughout. Pero ang ganda rin talaga ng pinakita rin ng Pasig in that second half. It's just that they did not respond.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
And really kaya nga ang tinitingnan mo dyan is how will they recover here in this very crucial match against Marikina. While you are pretty much secured at number 8, still you gotta finish strong in your remaining games. You wouldn't want to get into those all-important play-ins without a good winning streak.
They will play Caloocan as well next week. Itong Ilagan, so they need to finish strong. Ang konting tulak on J-Boy Solis there, Teruel. And so tumalsik si Teruel doon. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X-Pop. Personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke.
And you like that J-Boy Solis found that energy to immediately sprint the other end, understanding that Art de la Cruz can pretty much feed him that outlet pass.
Yutok confidence in his shot. Jay Yutok, nothing but net there.
37% three-point shooter. See a good finish right there, this time by Art. Couple of lefties going to work here for the 5-star Cowboys.
Now this is more like the Art de la Cruz that we're used to seeing.
Well, that time Yutok took the shot on that drop coverage by de la Cruz, but quickly, good little pass right there on that downhill action by Art de la Cruz coming off that feed from J-Boy.
Ito yung hinahanap mong Art de la Cruz, yung very aggressive, smart plays on both ends of the floor.
Saka setting the tone for the game para dito sa 5-star Cowboys.
Leo Temajo with the jumper. Agawan sa rebound. Yutok lost it. He recovers.
A rebound recovered by Marikina right here. They got another opportunity to get a crack at the basket.
Temajo spins away from Tumalip. A little ward off there. Teruel still no good. Pingoy comes away with a loose ball. Here comes Tumalip. Now with De La Cruz, Santos, Solis. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Art. Pingoy is wide open. That's a 3. Yes!
Well, it's very important for the 5-star Cowboys to make their threes. Why? Because I don't think they have enough threatening presence down the low block. So every time that ball gets down to the post, alam mong nagiging hub lang siya to facilitate other guys that's cutting down at the perimeter. And so that was a good basket right there by Coco on that made three.
Inside, ball knocked away by Art. Turnover, and J-Boy Solis is fouled.
But I'm sure Coach Louis, in a certain way, has got to be happy with that last defensive stand. They got that ball in the corner. They double team. Art de la Cruz peeled off to the next guy that was nearest the ball, who was one pass away, able to get that deflection and that ball swinging over here on the side of the five-star Cowboys.
J-Boy at the line.
This guy is really an important package din para dito sa five-star Cowboys.
I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Nakakatawa, no? Binabati ko yung LGR, tapos taga-LGR yung katext ko.
I said already, I love the shirt from the, alam mo, sa totoo lang. Nung nakita ko yung black shirt. And ang daming umaarbor sa akin dito sa mga kasama natin.
Yung ano ko
Swap
nga,
daw, swap.
kaya nga yung jacket, hindi ko, yung jacket, hindi ko na inakyat eh. Baka ipahubad din sa akin eh.
Well, those were really good looking jerseys and unis for that All-Star game. So many thanks to LGR.
Under a minute to play. 21-14.
Oh, you got to move that ball.
Dennis Santos has played the entire first period. Ball knocked away from Dyke. And Dayan. Labas si Bonifacio. Our Casajeros, 10 seconds to work with. Casajeros is blocked by J-Boy Solis. Casajeros forcing that one.
I thought got touched last by J-Boy Solis on its way out. That should stay with Marikina. There you go.
Couple of blocks para kay J-Boy Solis.
Good stands though. Good defensive stand para dito sa Cowboys. Temao makes them pay. With that just quick inbound of that flash from the elbow side. A little catch and shoot action.
Pingoy with the recovery. Tumalip is wide open. Still no good. Santos. Sorry, miss para kay Dennis Santos. And Marikina is only down by 5 here. Ilagan Isabela, after a strong start, medyo lumamig ng konti. Nakaraan ng Marikina. But the five-star Cowboys are in command after the first period.
Pretty much is coming out of really good defense, having forced total 4 turnovers dito sa Marikina and getting 5 points off of it. Pretty good start of a quarter para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys.
Pasig din pala yung last na nakalaban ng Marikina. And Pasig coming away with a close victory. 76-72. Just trying to catch up. And then
But in that game, pretty much maganda rin naman yung naging field goal shooting ng Marikina. They shot 37%. Pero, the 3-point shooting was not so much. Now it's just 21%, and they really got out-hustled off the boards. Close finish, and the miss right there by Landayan. There you go. That's a good skip.
Fires a three. That's Coco Pingoy with three-pointer number 2.
Boy, are they gonna need that shooting from Coco Pingoy? And I love that he's moving off ball, trying to space away, trying to create that little separation, enough for him to get that shot.
Dimajo against Mark Dyke. Teruel, the handoff to Casajeros, blocked by J-Boy. That's his third of the game. J-Boy Solis.
Well, you are definitely getting the quality minutes here from J-Boy in this match. That three right there of that skip by Mark Dyke, good find. Coco Pingoy really just knocks it down. Another made basket right there for Marikina.
Dyke is blocked by Teruel.
I would love to see more energy coming out of Mark Dyke here. So far, this has been a slow start for him.
Landayan, too strong. Wow, Dennis Santos has played the entire game so far.
I'd say roughly about 3 offensive rebounds have gotten off the guy being defended by Dennis Santos. This one, he secures it.
And Santos being very vocal there. PH Santos wide open. Pingoy, another three. Strokes it home. Coco Pingoy is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, 9 points.
Hottest hand from 3 right now from the 5-star Ilagan Cowboys. Matter of fact, for the game, Coco Pingoy knocking down all 3 attempts from the outside. Tumalib got caught.
Number 46.
3-point shot is brought to by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
I like that Dennis Santos understood that's the hot guy right there from 3, and you got to give it up for Coco Pingoy. Finish with that 3 make.
3 seconds on the shot clock. Landayan unable to score. Dennis Santos against Temajo. Pingoy is open. He'll fire again. Gets it to drop. Coco Pingoy, unreal shooting right now. 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. 12 points here in the first half.
And why not? All those shots have not been defended well. And ang ganda ng rhythm from the salo to the shot attempt by Coco Pingoy.
Temajo will drive. Nakalusot siya kay J-Boy Solis doon.
In fairness to J-Boy Solis, he challenged that shot all the way. Pero talaga nakabasket lang.
Pingoy takes it closer. The jumper from Coco. First miss of the game.
He's fine with that miss. And understood that he was going to get challenged on his next attempt. Tried to put on that escape dribble. Hindi lang talaga pumasok. But still, that was a good shot in my opinion of Coco Pingoy.
Wow. Dennis Santos has asked to be subbed off. But he will be staying in the game.
Oh boy.
Ito si Don Gumaro papasok na.
Pero ramdam mo rin yung commitment ni Dennis Santos. Kanina, to your point, sumisigaw kanina. No? Very vocal on the floor.
Well, the rotation will get very tight in the playoffs for sure.
Agree. Shorter yung rotations, di ba? Because the games are gonna be pretty tight in the playoffs.
Oo, possession per possession ng labanan. Utok lost it. Dyke able to collect. Miranda gets a running start. Ajem.
I think they're gonna challenge this. But there was no foul call.
Yeah.
I felt he got hit on the arm as he was trying to find Coco Pingoy for that receive.
Here's Utok. Temajo Kudal in a mismatch with Pingoy. Naubusan ng oras sa Marikina. They were not aware. Ooh. Why did he call a foul though? Wala na. Wala na oras.
Oh, wala. Well, that was a good stand by Coco Pingoy underneath. Really holding his own on that post-up.
Oh, Pingoy is open again. Short this time. Pingoy comes away with the offensive rebound. Gumaru from the corner. That's a tough shot. Rebound nakuha ni Deo Timaho. 4-on-2. Timaho is fouled by AJ Miranda.
Deo Timaho really feels like he is going to attack every time he's getting that opportunity. He's the second best when it comes to field goal percentage for the Shoe Masters. Roughly about 56% from the perimeter, and you know, pretty much you understand your competency, you understand your confidence, and you're definitely gonna take that strong to the cup.
Deo Timaho, 12 points in that game against Pasig. Only 7 shots in that ball game.
Ganun kaganda yung efficiency nito ni Deo Timaho. And him alongside Jay Utok has really provided the needed efficiency on the field goals para dito sa Shoe Masters.
Miranda. Art goes down low to Dyke. Back out to Art de la Cruz. Masyado masikip doon para kay Art, but a foul.
I would have loved for Mark Dyke to finish that against Jay Utok underneath after that dump inside by Art de la Cruz.
Hindi mo na ibabalik yun.
Oo, di ba? Advantage na yun. At saka, ang pakiramdam ko siya yung pinaka-best bet nila sa loob ng paint right now. Itong si Mark Dyke. Well, in the absence of Josh Gia, who's also receiving a lot of passes, especially down on the dunker spot.
6 points na para kay Art de la Cruz. Much better at the line as well for Ilagan. 6 of 7. Escoto, masyado malakas. Ubaldo able to pick up the offensive rebound. Dyke.
Oh, that's a travel.
It's a travel on Art de la Cruz.
Medyo na-bother siya dun sa pagpakita ni Ubaldo on his left hand.
Ubaldo. Escoto, there's a mismatch down low. Ubaldo able to draw the foul on Dondon Gumaru.
And I feel that Marikina is going to milk that switch down on that middle ball screen action. Ilagan's been switching that all the way. And that time they did find a good mismatch underneath with Ubaldo being checked by Gumaru.
Escoto misses on the runner. Rebound Dyke. Gumaru ahead to AJ Miranda. Slows down and misses. Rebound. Ubaldo. Here comes Marikina. Utok. Timaho. Nowhere to go. Takes the jumper. Masyado malakas. Rebound. Art de la Cruz. And they need to get organized here for Ilagan. Dyke.
Yeah, hurried possession so far, no?
Trigger happy. The 5-star Cowboys right now.
Masyado nagmamadali. You gotta settle down.
Escoto. Pinilit. Gets his own miss. Blocked by Tumalip. Miranda is ahead. It's a 2-on-1 break. Ajem. Mark Dyke is all alone for 2.
Well, thankfully for Ajem, he was able to recover that little fumble and find Mark Dyke.
Tumalip playing some terrific defense. 3-on-2. Dondon back to Art. Layup is missed.
Oh man, you gotta finish that.
Timaho is blocked by Tumalip. And big time rejection. Art to Dondon Gumaru. Basket and one.
At that time, Dondon Gumaru, I'm gonna take this straight to the cup. Earlier had that finish, but found Art de la Cruz. Not able to locate that. It's a good block right here by TH Tumalip. Still able to recover that live turnover. And the other way, Art finds Dondon Gumaru. Roll switch this time, and Dondon finishes.
Ang ganda ng timing ni TH sa ano na yun. Sa block na yun.
Saktong-sakto yung yung challenge.
2 blocks now para kay Tumalip. 3 for J-Boy Solis. 16 points na ang lamang dito ng 5-star Cowboys. Escoto. Nasa penalty na ang Ilagan.
And again, every time on that switch, once Jethro sees that Art checks on him on that middle ball action, he is always going to try and locate Ubaldo.
Shooting 2, Jacob Ubaldo.
Right now, this is just their second trip to the line, itong Marikina.
(37-22). Marikina, coach. Marikina. Free throw, the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subukan kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. That has to change though at halftime.
I know.
Please.
But hindi ako magkakamali kasi lang bumibili ng mga sapatos ko.
Hindi.
Saka furnitures, di ba?
Dito kasi sa scoreboard, Marikina.
Siya nga.
Tumalip. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Art de la Cruz against Ubaldo. J-Boy Solis, nice pass inside to AJ Miranda. That's more like it. 5-star Cowboys. Yutok. Short rebound ni Art. Tumalip is ahead of the pack. TH. Little gun shy there. Give and go, Don. That was well read. Ito, well read din. Art de la Cruz is fouled. That's where Art has made it an art. Yung pagkakuha ng mga fouls na yun.
Pretty much. Kita na niya, naka-extend yung kamay. You really just gotta rip under to set up that shot. And he pretty much has been doing that. Itong si Art de la Cruz.
And 7 points para kay Art de la Cruz. That's his first miss at the line. Pero tingnan mo, coach, ha? Okay, that's his 8th point. They are ahead by 17. But his numbers right now, when you say, parang hindi Art de la Cruz usual to eh. 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in the first half. Napatapos na. Usually, it's right around 8 points, 8 rebounds, or 9 rebounds, and probably 5 or 4 or 5 assists.
At dito siya bumabawi dito sa dulo ng second quarter. Really trying to finish the quarter strong, at least heading into the half. Dennis Santos.
Nice save there by Dennis Santos. Tumalip is fouled on the way to the cup.
That might have been another assist chalked up for Art de la Cruz on that dish over to TH Tumalip.
Pero yun nga eh, yung numero niya, hindi pareho eh. Kasi alam ko mataas talaga every time, usually. Pero ngayon, it's really well distributed itong atake nitong Ilagan.
That's right. And so that, to your point, it's not solely dependent on how Art is going to perform. And you like that the other guys have actually risen in terms of, them scoring and contributing to the game.
Dennis Santos. Nagbaba ng bola dito. Minute and a half remaining. Miranda turns the ball over.
And they'd have enough space on that last offensive set. And you like that Dennis Santos is actually leading the rebounds right now for the Ilagan Cowboys. Ganda rin ang activity ni Dennis. Good tap by TH Tumalip on a little handoff action with Chamzon and Ubaldo. Tsaka importante dito talaga ma-disrupt nila yung opensa nitong Marikina. Yung mga deflections na ganyan nakakatulong. And right now, they're really allowing just one shot attempt every time down the floor. One and done situation palagi para sa Marikina sa offensive end.
41-23 here. Kuya A. Ajem. TH. Dennis. Back to TH. He pulls the trigger. Still no good. Alan Santos not secure the rebound. Saavedra is in the game. Ubaldo will fire a 3. Rebound ni Dennis Santos.
Oh, that's 7, I think, already for Dennis Santos.
That's 8 already.
Oh, that's 8. That was his 8th rebound. 3 of them coming from the offensive end on the floor.
They're much more assertive here. Ito si Santos.
Good clear.
AJ with a layup. It's 7 points now para kay AJ Miranda. 2 seconds remaining. Jamson were able to score. And Coach Louis will not be happy there that they gave up a basket late on.
Oh, definitely. There were 3 green shirts right in front of that drive by Jamson, but none of them able to stop that drive.
Ilagan Isabela Cowboys, 5-star Cowboys, needing a response after a string of disappointing performances. They have their leader of the half here in Coco Pingoy. He's got 12 points on 4 of 6 shooting. 4 3-pointers para kay Coco in the first half. Ilagan is up by 18 against Marikina. Inside, Caballero finds Tolentino. Beautiful. Such a wizard with the ball. Ito si Giano Caballero.
A nifty no-look pass. Galing kay Giano Caballero, wowing everybody here inside the United Center.
Dito ng Pangasinan. The bench. Oh, what a pass! CBC with a finish. The wraparound special galing kay Chino Mosqueda.
Pang ilang magandang pasa na ni Chino Mosqueda. Really good looks from Chino.
Where are you going, ladies and gentlemen? I have something special para sa aking kakampi. Si Carl Brian Cruz, Chino Mosqueda, a special delivery.
Hirapan siya makuha yung kanyang mga puntos, make him bleed for his points.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Tabi, what a move! That was nasty. Cyrus Tabi.
That's a righteous crossover.
Yes, it's a great move of the game. Born for greatness.
Wow. I mean, what a move. Stepping back to set up the righteous crossover.
Robles. Marcelino, the spin. Oh, what a finish!
Oh my!
Parang twister.
He twisted parang 2 beses pang umikot sa hirap ng
Twister
tira.
Price.
Oo.
Twister Price move.
Nice.
Gonzalez wants magbuhos on the other side because he wants this step back to drop! LJ Gonzalez! It is his time. It's the 4th quarter, 67-63.
Well, again, the offense of LJ against the defense of JC.
This is the Gixxer great move of the game. Born for greatness. Gets the ball to LJ. Sandagon, that's a risky pass. Gabanal dumps it to Simon, who's fouled! The basket will count for Simon Sandagon. This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Gabanal's poise right there on full display. Free throw, 83-69. Boom, boom again! Boom, boom, Tampos with a throwdown. Just gliding that one and hammering that one home. Boom, boom, Tampos. Couple of dunks here in the final period. Desiderio for 3. Shadow malakas. Talio with the rebound. Finds Martel. Labas kay Meneses. Martel gets it back and throws it down. He drops the hammer out of nowhere. Leon Martel. Martel taking off with a right hand right there. Nobody challenging Leon Martel. Rebound ni Credo. They have to go now. Abdul has it. Sawat inside and we're tied. 8.5 remaining. Oh, ball is loose. And it's Zamboanga basketball. What a turnaround here in Palayan City. 82 all. What a comeback para sa Zamboanga.
See that shot right there by Alin Bolanadi. That fell short. Credo off to the races, trying to find an open teammate. Found Sawat immediately, catch and move, testing the middle defense and getting that shot.
To Chavez. They have time. Chavez, the layup. Will that count though? Will that count? Wow. Will that count? I thought
He turned on the Jets, but I think it's gonna count. I think it was just in the nick of time.
hold on to your horses, folks. Pajarito quickly to J.R. Chavez, and here he comes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes!
Just in the nick of time.
We're going to overtime. We're going to overtime, folks. J.R. Chavez sending this one to OT with that late drive, beating everyone else. Halftime here at the Paco Arena, where the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys are holding on to an 18-point lead against the Marikina Shoe Masters. Second quarter was pretty much where Ilagan Isabela started pulling away. You know, the three-point woes of Ilagan have been evident in the last few games, but you know, nagbago dito sa game na to with Coco Pingoy catching fire from beyond the arc.
And I've always believed that Ilagan is a team that if they do well from their 3 points and make their free throws, there's a good probability that they will secure those wins. And right now, this is a 45% shooting para dito sa Ilagan, forcing 8 turnovers on Marikina, getting 6 points out of it. Got a lot of help from the bench, especially that 12 of that 19 coming from Coco Pingoy. And the fast breaks have been, at one point, it was 8-0 in that department. And pretty much 10-2, and that final 2 points really coming from that finish earlier by Chamson at the break.
And Marikina held to just 25 points as well. Good sign para dito sa Ilagan that their defense is also holding strong against Marikina. Art de la Cruz able to score.
Love that curl action. Getting Art de la Cruz coming off, a little pin down off that corner. Once you get that ball up top, it's simply a high-low action with Kuya Alan and Art. I like that you call him Kuya Alan. Why not Tito Alan, no?
Hindi, gusto ko kasi yun din tawag sa kanya dyan sa team na yan eh. No foul. Bumagsak si Ubaldo. Should have been a turnover, I think.
Yeah, that should have been a turnover. Slipped on his